Okay, so we are back with Baltic Road Racing Championship in Estonia at Auto 24 ring track. And the next race we will have is C600 and C1000 race. Two classes competing together. This class is for those who came to the racing for the first time in general. But we should mention that many of the riders in this class have plenty of experience on the tracks behind the back. So yes, in this class we have the biggest number of racers today. 24 racers have qualified for the race. And in the first position we have local Estonian rider Jarmo Kivi, then Lithuanian rider Daniel Maman should start from the second position. Daniel Maman had a crash today during the second qualification, so we will yet have to see if he made it on time with his bike and repairs. Hopefully he did. From the first position we'll start Latvian rider Gins Apinis, fourth position Lithuanian rider Mikas Razmislavičius, fifth position Vitalijus Parakininkas, then another Latvian rider Girts Ausens, Arvo Alehodzin is in the seventh position, Ingvar Umagi is in the eighth, Mikos Baltrums is in the ninth position, Kestutis Pribelskis in the 10th, Darius Lukauskas 11th, Dangi Šalavėjus 12th, Vaidas Stotna just behind him, then Marius Blažys, then Artis Skultis 15th, then Juris Apinis, Marius Janonis is 17th, but as much as we know, he had a breakdown with his bike, so probably he will not start in the race. Kalden Silver is next, Ivis Zavins, Lukas Merkys, Jakov Burunov, Kestutis Žilinskas, Kalia Ulmaja, and Mantas Rajackas will start from the 24th position. So, riders are already in warm-up lap. After warm-up lap, they will get back to the starting positions, and as soon as one is ready, we will proceed with the start of the race. Leaders now of the grid are going through the last few corners, and in a second we'll enter the main straight line, and we'll get into the starting positions. First corner is really tricky, especially when you have a lot of riders on the grid. It's rather slow, and riders have to be careful in the first corner, because you will not win much in the first corner, but you can lose everything if you crash. So hopefully we will not have any crashes, and we will have a safe race. As I have mentioned before, 24 riders participate in C600 and C1000 joint race. Start is in the process already. Riders moved to the first corner. Moving out of first corner, everything is okay. All riders are on the track. The best time in qualification one was achieved yesterday, and the fastest rider was Jarmo Kivi, as he started first today. His best lap time was 1 minute 20 seconds, 0.7.
Powerhit Radio lainel ja igal tööpäeval kell 6 Powerhit Radio eetris saade Top 6 ja
And rider who leads the race now is well ahead of the others already.
eetris, sa võid juba seda praegu teada anda.
But this race is 12 laps, so quite a distance to cover. Everything may happen. Sometimes people get tired in the middle of the distance and lose the pace. So for sure it is too early to make any judgments who is the fastest today in this race. And yes, Lithuanian rider Daniel Maman is leading the race now. Latvian rider Gins Apinis is behind him. Daniel Maman is racing in C1000 class. Gins Apinis is racing in C600. But as you can see, the difference between C1000 and C600 classes is not really very big on this track. And I think Gins Apinis just dropped to third position. Jarmo Kivi probably took one position back. He didn't have the best start possible. Daniel Maman is still leading. Jarmo Kivi is just behind him. And Gins Apinis with C600 class motorcycle is in the third position now. Mikas Razmislavičius, another rider from C600 class, is in the fourth overall position. Vitalijus Porekininkas, C1000 class, is in the fifth position. Arvo Alahodzin, another C1000 class rider, is in the sixth position. Then Ingvar Magi with C600 motorcycle. A lot of fighting going on now on the track. We have several groups of riders. Very intense fight for the first position. Lithuanian riders still leading the group of 5-6 riders. Then comes another rider, and just behind him another pack of 7 riders. Daniel Maman made 3 laps already. He's leading the race. Jarmo Kivi is in the second position. Gins Apinis is third. Vitalijus Porekininkas moved to the fourth position because Razmislavičius dropped to fifth. Arvo Alahodzin is in sixth position. First 6 riders are really going in very similar pace. Daniel Maman is still in front, but I think he was just overtaken by Jarmo Kivi. Yes, Jarmo Kivi moves to the first position, and he gets to the straight line now. Jarmo Kivi is leading the race. Daniel Maman dropped to the second position. Vitalijus Porekininkas is third now. He overtook Gins Apinis, who is in the fourth position. Mikas Razmislavičius remains in fifth position. So in C1000 class we have 3 riders in front of the whole race. Three riders from C1000 class are leading this race. Gins Apinis is the fastest from class C600, and Mikas Razmislavicius is just behind him, also from class C600. These two riders from C600 class also had very intense fight during previous race at Bikaneki track in Latvia. Yes, we had a fight till the very last lap. And it seems like today they are ready to provide us with the same show. Another lap finished on the track, and Jarmo Kivi is still leading the race with best lap time, 1 minute 20.9 seconds. Daniel Maman remains in the second position with the best lap time, 1 minute 22 seconds. Vitalijus Parakininkas increased his pace a little bit with 1 minute 21.9 seconds, so he should be approaching Daniel Maman, and we might expect another overtake soon. And leaders of the race made 6 laps already, so that is half of the distance. But as I've mentioned before, total distance is 12 laps, so it's too early to make any judgment about the winner of the race. Sometimes riders just get tired, sometimes tires get destroyed during a longer race. And we can see now that Mikas Razmislavicius actually is trying to overtake his direct opponent, Gins Apinis. He was entering the corner, and he did overtake Gins Apinis in one of the corners. And Gins Apinis played it back, but not for long. Because Razmislavicius made a mistake, trying to overtake straight away his opponent. So Gins Apinis remains in front of Mikas Razmislavicius. And Jarmo Kivi is still leading this race. 7 laps already done in this race. Daniel Maman is second. Also, he has increased his pace, 1 minute 21.4. He is not willing to let the leader win this race easily. He is falling behind the leader, just 2 seconds behind the leader of the race. Jarmo Kivi is leading, Daniel Maman is second, Vitalijus Parakininkas is in the third position. We have 15 riders in class C1000 qualified for the race, but as I've mentioned before, not all of them could make it to the race because of the technical issues we had. And in C600 class we have 9 riders. Traditionally, C600 class is less popular than C1000. And leaders just made another lap on this track. Jarmo Kivi is still leading, and he made 9 laps already, so 3 laps remaining. Daniel Maman remains in the second position, and he reduced the gap to the leader. And Vitalijus Parakininkas, who's in the third position, is also following the leader. So Daniel Maman is 1 second behind the leader, and Vitalijos Porokininkas is 2 seconds behind the leader. Arvo Lahodzin is 6th overall, and he takes 4th position in C1000 classification at the moment. Girts Auzins, Latvian racer, is in 5th position in class C1000. And yes, we keep on tracking, fight for first position in class C600. Mikas Razmizlavičius is still leading this class, but Gins Apinis is on his tail, ready to overtake as soon as leading rider makes a mistake. 10 laps covered already in this race, so just 2 laps remaining. Not too much time left to catch up with riders in front, so if someone is willing to fight it back, he needs to do it in the next 2 laps. And leader started to overtake slower riders by 1 lap. And this could really change how this race goes, because overtaking slower riders is always a tricky thing. Now we can see leaders coming out of the last corner. They are on the straight again, and Jarmo Kivi remains in first position, but the gap between the first and second position is less than 1 second. Jarmo Kivi probably feels that rider behind him is really close and trying to push hard, trying to keep the distance, not to let another rider to overtake him. And I can see again that in C600 class, leaders changed positions again. Gins Apinis overtook Mikas Razmizlavičius, and he's leading now class C600. Yes, and leaders of the race crossed the finish line already. They made 12 laps, so that's a finish to this race. And what a fight indeed in both classes. Jarmo Kivi won the race in overall classification and in class C1000. Daniel Maman took second place. Vitalijos Porokininkas is third. In C600 class, in C600 class, Gins Apinis won the race, overtaking Mikas Razmizlavičius really late in this race. So Mikas Razmizlavičius took second place. And third place in C600 class goes to Ingvar Magi. So indeed, quite intense race.
ema loodi
Lots of fight in both classes.
sünnipäev, seega
Uh,
minu EPS-ile. täna
riders
siis september ja pühapäev.
now have reduced the pace
tore pühapäev.
as we see Finnish flag and marshals greeting them with different colored flags. So this race is over.